Hi, my name is Rebecca and I live in South Africa.
Hi, I am Prabha and I live in Singapore.
Hi, I'm Mike Took and I live in Warwickshire in the UK.
Hello, I am Xiu Zhang, and I live in China.
Hi, I'm Olivia Spencer, and thoroughly enjoying doing this course with Rose Bruford.
Is that I can do everything online, any time of the day, any time of the week. I basically create my own schedule and I still get the chance to go do my own things.
It's not just exposure to theory, there's real life application. There's lots of perspectives, it's very well scaffolded, and you are able to manage your time very well.
Well, I'm not a performer, I'm not an actor. I do little bits and pieces of it, but I work in the theatre. But I didn't grow up working in the theatre and I didn't study before I joined this course at all. So I had huge gaping holes in my artistic knowledge and my theatrical knowledge. I didn't know famous playwrights and I didn't know what concepts in theatres were.
The technology is a massive challenge for me. I do find that quite difficult at times, trying to go online. That takes time as well. I'm sure for some people it comes naturally, but it doesn't come very naturally for me. So be prepared to have a bit of a challenge with the technology and get used to it, and it definitely takes time. So try not to be too frustrated with it.
The biggest challenge I found currently is the time management. So as a teacher, I'm always very busy with my job. However, I still need to pay like 10 to 15 hours every week to do the tasks and assignments. But I do feel it's enjoyable.
It broadens your perspective. You get to see theater from different cultural perspectives. Some of my tutorial members who come for the webinars, they work within the theater industry in their own hometown, their own country, and it's nice to hear their perspective, learn and understand how it works. And sometimes you will find similarities, certain slight differences, but that is an enriching experience to go through, to have that exposure, which otherwise I don't think I would have had.
Thus far, I've loved working online with other students. Internationally, it's been such an amazing experience. I love interviewing each other, well, students, and hearing different perspectives and new ideas and what's going on in the world, and it's very engaging and fun to do, actually. And especially with the online forums, we're basically our own little community.
One of my modules, I had to study a theatre and go and interview people, and I interviewed a stage manager who she had been in the profession for a very long time and was extremely challenging, and sort of said to me, "Why are you doing this?" And I had to really think about that, because she said, "Well, what are you going to use it for? You're just doing it as a hobby." And I'm not doing it as a hobby. I've always wanted to work in the theatre and be an actor, and it didn't work out for me. So doing this course has made me really think about what is it I want. And she was brilliant, actually challenging me in that way. Because now I'm doing 504, I realise what I really want, and I want to write plays. And I'm looking at whether that's a current and or a future opportunity for me.
There's not a huge amount to worry about when you enrol on the program, other than any normal anticipation that a human being has in going somewhere new. The main problem I had, or the main problem I anticipated anyway, was a problem with using the tech and the software, and all the college websites and the way of doing all that. But it wasn't that bad. And I did get used to it very quickly. You do have to concentrate a bit, but you figure it out.
Originally, I want to study theater as a major. And I think I really want to dig out the detail of the theater. It's not just a performance or some members. So my initial concern of this course is my language skill. And I don't know, since I do not have any academic background of theater. So I'm quite worried that if I can behave well, if I know how to do any theater-related research. But I do get a lot of help from the tutors and from my students. So I never regret of enrolling this course.
Before I started the degree, I really had no idea what I was getting myself into, if I'm being completely honest. But that is because I was fresh out of high school. I just wanted to jump straight in and do it, you know. However, they did actually provide us with material beforehand, a module, the role of the audience. As a prospective student, you can work through it and see whether or not you like how the course works, how the setup of the course is. And I did, so therefore I decided to continue on.
The experience with the programme and college staff has been that they're receptive, supportive, prompt, and we learn to understand each other. I think the other thing is that each tutor is very different, so trying to understand each of the different approaches and styles is quite helpful as you go along. And ask for help when you need it, definitely, because I think that's something I've learned the hard way. And don't take their comments and critique personally. This is there to help you, and it's genuinely constructive. And if you don't agree, then challenge it, because that's part of the academic discipline and something that is really helpful to do.
My experience with the program and the college staff has been positive. Jane, Karen, Alison, they have all been very approachable, reachable, and helpful. Whenever you need to clarify anything, you can email them and they get back to you as quickly as they can. They're generous with their time. You can book slots with them outside of the scheduled webinars. So the tutors and the staff, I've never felt like I was struggling alone.
I personally think time management is a very important ability, because even though this is an online course and we only have like the formative assessment and the summative assessment twice a semester, it is still important to manage time and try to figure out how much time to pay to each task and when to finish the tasks.
If you can put in the hours and if you can put in the effort, you'll do great. You'll do great, trust me. And if you have any worries or problems, just email someone. Don't worry, everyone's really helpful and really friendly. Trust me, we even Instagram DM each other. It's all good.
Enjoy yourselves. In particular, some of the coursework tasks that you are asked to do give you the opportunity to be creative, and I beg you to swallow your inhibitions if you have any and just go for it.